To GM, we are live with Value Vibes podcast with your host Phil X Contreras, Zircon Soul Investor, back at it again. I am so happy we are back. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about Oogies, Bitcoin NFTs, or as they call ordinals, Cleanosaurus, some updates from them. Hadeswap, they got some things going on right now with their whole new token, NFT stablecoins. Wow, lots of things. All right. First off, Sirkan, how you doing, man? How's it going down there in the South, in the South American region?
Everything's good, Phil. Today, if I'm not wrong, we have CPI data Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, we
So,
do. We'll
so
definitely talk about that.
yeah. So that adding to the list of things we have to talk about today. Really happy to start another week. We have some mints this week. It's mint season again. Maybe we'll have the Bastards, Oogy, and I'm missing another one. Wolf Capital. We have Wolf Capital on the 15th as 16th, I think, as well. So we have a
That's
few
right.
projects minting this week. All of them were hyped. I want to see how they played their cards. They're going to be two mints on the same day. So I want to see in which direction the volume is going to go. I don't have anything else to say today.
Soul investor, you've been talking about CPI data. We got the weekend going. You got relaxed. How's the weekend? Were you ready for today?
Dude, I was ready for today, especially because I screwed up my USDC bag. Sold it for 15% loss, but it is what it is. Everything happened overnight. Woke up. I didn't even know what was going on, but one of the traders I trade with, she's like, "Hey, look, you might as well just sell because this can go lower." Made a little bit of a loss there, but look, CPI data came out when we were setting everything up. It was previously at around 6.4. Expectations were going to drop to 6. It hit 6. To me, that was pretty bullish. So bought back into the markets, bought Solana at around 21. Currently a little bit up on that bag, so there's some positive news. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what the market does next. Are we going to pump to 28, 30 and then get rejected? Has the market already priced this in? It's hard to say, but one thing
Yeah.
I know for sure is Solana's lagging behind. It's currently lagging behind Bitcoin. Last time Bitcoin was here, Solana was at like what, 26, 27. So there's definitely a little bit of an opportunity there to take a trade. So we'll just see where this goes.
That's good to hear. Now, my weekend was quite okay as well. I think everything was about SVB and the whole banking
Mhm.
system. Lots of videos that went on for that. I think people are kind of, in a way, probably tired of hearing it. So if we talk, we're
Yeah.
probably going to be repetitive of that. But CPI data has come out. We're at basically, what, 6% now? So
6%.
it is kind of interesting. That was kind of predicted in a way in the weekend because Biden gave a hint of that. He gave a little taste of what was going to come out, and I think that was due to the whole banking system situation. So it was almost like the market's kind of priced in, like what you said yesterday, and that, I mean, that's what it seems like. But we'll find out eventually where that's going to go. I think Jerome Powell is probably not going to bring out the 50 basis points topic anymore after this whole situation. So it probably, I don't even know how the 25 basis point topic is going to come out. So this is going to get a little bit more interesting as well. So let's get on with NFTs. The first thing that I think that everyone wants to talk about is Oogy NFT. Oogy is definitely coming home with a banger. They came out with a trailer, and this trailer just really took it home. They are basically saying, "Let's get weird." It looks like it's a model in a way. You got one of the gentlemen's here. He basically said he quit, and then they're showing their art. And then I don't know if you've seen this one yet, but this is a pretty cool trailer. And then here you have them on the podcast where they ate sushi. Oh, no, not sushi, fish with hot sauce. There's me. I'm talking about Oogy. I was hoping it was all of us in the Value Vibes, but they took my personal video, which was cool. There's Jersey. They got and they got the fish. We gotta do the fish. We gotta have tradition, do the fish live. I thought we were gonna do it today, but I say let's do it Thursday. And there you go. That's it. That's Oogy's whole trailer. I thought it was cool. They had about 1,800 likes. What do you think so far with what's going on right here, Soul Investor? Is this definitely going to be? I said it was going to be the mint of the year. You took me down. But is this getting exciting, to say the least?
I think it is. I think it is. I think we're going to see liquidity flow back into the market. I think it somewhat depends on how high Solana pumps. Uh, oh man, dude, I could have argued this both ways because okay, so Solana's currently at like 22. The Oogy Mint's going for about $100. That means it's going for about 4 Sol, which people might look at it and they're like, all right, yeah, 4 Sol. It's not too bad for a high project. If Solana dumped to 10 to let's say $10, this would have been going for 10 Sol, which would have been a little bit crazy. So I guess the good news is that it looks relatively cheaper. The bad news is that if Solana pumps to 30, then liquidity got out of the Solana market. But yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely minting season. Bastards comes out tomorrow. I think that'll be a really good indicator. If Bastards do well, I think
Right.
Oogy can do relatively well.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to. I don't think it's going to be a Cleanosaurus, but at the same time, I think there was that other mint. It was also, this is called Oogy. The other one was called, I think, Yugi, YUGI DAO. And that was another art project that failed to do too well. Knittables failed to do anything per se. I'm 50-50 on this. That's what I'm going to go with.
Was it Yugi Bao?
Yugi Bao, yes.
Yeah,
So this was
Yugi
another
Bao. I
hype
felt
one.
right. Yeah, this one was it was kind of one of those animation hype projects in the beginning. But I personally feel like this Oogie is a little bit different. I feel it. I feel it. The gods vibe.
Yeah.
I like Zircon. Like, okay, now let's get on to exchange art. I mean, look at what's going on here with exchange art. 52,000 volumes sold. By seeing this action right here, what would you say?
In terms of, I mean, I have the same feeling as you feel. I have the guts vibes in terms of marketing and communication, but I like the art. I think the art is better. I don't really like the guts base NFTs. I mean, they're not bad, but I would prefer if they were different. And I really like these ones. So, but again, I don't know. We're comparing a project that is gonna be minting in a couple of days to a project that has been working for more than a year, and the gods didn't. Well, I mean, the gods did well the first days they came out, but we were in in the bull market, and you cannot compare it with that. But they didn't do like really well with time until they started pumping like crazy. So it's tricky, but I would
Yeah,
say they have potential. They have potential. I'm not the the biggest fan of 10K collections and over 5 SOP min price. I think I don't know if they already announced it, because on pre-sale I saw it was selling for 100 USD. That right now it's around 4 point something SOP. So I don't know. I want to see if they can manage to make it work. I really like them. I hope them for the best, but I don't know. I'm the same as Soul Investor. I want to see how they played.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's Soul Investor had a good point on comparing, basically saying that we have to see what happens tomorrow, and with the project Wolf Capital and what was the other one? Wolf, I forgot the other one name. The
Today
other
we have
NFT.
Wolf Capital.
Bastards.
Tomorrow we have the Bastards.
The Bastards. The Bastards. That's the
Oh
big
my
one.
gosh, I have whitelist for Wolf Capital. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice today.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
let's fucking go.
Yeah, they changed. I think from what I know that they changed the date because it was gonna be minting the 16th, if I'm not wrong.
Dude, can I just say that Solana is about to touch $22 as well?
Wow.
So
Yeah.
your boy is getting this trade on point. We have with capital minting today. Let me check if I have whitelist for Oogy. I don't think I have whitelist for it.
No, I'm definitely out. But I don't have to check because I haven't done my homework on grading whitelist and stuff. So I know I'm not whitelisted for sure.
I had whitelist for Oogy, but I seem to have lost it.
I think
Oh
I
man.
lost mine too. Honestly.
Yeah, Oogies. I
They
forgot
had like a
about the
purge.
meeting for Tunis as well.
But it's important to note that, like for Oogy, I think they pre-sailed around 5,700 spots for Oogy.
Yeah,
So the
kind
amount minting is 4,300.
yeah, more or less. They're gonna. I mean, they're gonna sold out really, really fast. If that's the case, one of the guys from the DAO actually managed to get a pre-sale for Oogie. He's
I
waiting.
think I think I lost my role. I just wrote one GM, and I think they had a purge. They had like a whitelist purge
Probably.
somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it.
Yeah.
It's not like I've been purged. I haven't been purged in the past. So
As
That
you can
is true.
see, I don't really look at Discord much. just I just
Dude,
I
why are
pop in
you in
every
so
once in a
many
while.
groups? Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's just upcoming mints. Just we the current NFTs I'm in, and the NFTs I like. It's just things like I pop in every so often, see what's going on. I never
Mhm.
type, I never write. I just look at stuff and I press emoticons every so often.
oh yeah,
That's me.
I'm terrible at interacting on Discord servers.
Yeah.
Same. But I'm definitely meeting with capital today. I think it slaps.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think they had the advantage of the pump today.
what's their mint price?
I don't know if
Or
they made it on Solana because most of the projects nowadays are just putting the price on USD, so they don't have to be like moving the price over and over.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me check real fast. Wolf Capital. Here it is. Here it's gonna be mint price and pre-sales 4 Sol.
Or so too
Yeah,
much. Too
Phil
much
isn't
for me.
feeling that.
uh,
No, I even for a flip, I think it's kind of dangerous. I think 4 Sol's just gonna be 4 Sol. I think
I mean, it's like
I
$100.
yeah, I get Phil's perspective, but it's funny how he thinks it's dangerous to uh, but it means a wolf capital for 4 Sol. But if he had 25, oh, well, now I don't know. Let's say 50 Solana and Planosaurus went down to 50, he wouldn't even hesitate on buying one.
I think there's a
it's,
lot of truth to that.
I just think Wolf Capital. There's like it's still unknowns.
Yeah,
Obviously there is a huge network behind it, but I just feel like right here in the beginning part, it's a lot of volatility with a 4 Sol mint.
yeah.
Even though
I
Solana's going up to like $21, it almost feels like it's decreasing the NFT purchase. So it's like that's like another layer on top of the mint. So it's just something I guess I'll see if I'm wrong on
yeah.
that. But
The only thing that worries me about Wolf Capital is the previous experience with Liquid Capital. I don't know if you remember, guys, that they were like constantly being burned on Twitter by Lieutenant Lollipop. So I don't know.
oh Mateys,
Wait,
what do you
Mateys.
call Mateys?
They were
Oh,
didn't
roasted
Liquid
over and
Capital?
over again.
yeah. Yeah, Mateys. That was they were different. Like thing is like I'm not like trying to rug these guys. Wolf Capital. I'm just saying my opinion on what the valuation I think is at this point, which I think is probably like at 1 or 2 Sol until they
Wow.
start building things. That's all I'm saying. and Mayonnaise is at 1.09. But go ahead, Soul Invest. I know you got some things to say.
Oh no, I'm still just trying to open up my Discord. It's just really not loading. Look, one thing. Okay, since spotlight's on, one thing I find interesting is OK Bears. OK Bears, their strategy was like, okay, we'll mint at one Sol. I think Sol might have been at like $50. I can't even remember. But they're like, we'll mint at one Sol and then we let it run. So I think there's an advantage of starting at the bottom and just letting your project run. So I get what Phil is saying. I mean, if Wolf Capital came
Yeah.
out at 2 Sol, they're like, we're minting for 2 Sol. Uh, I just think there's just going to be so much hype to just start getting into that project. It's going to fly probably even above 10. But when you mint for 4 Sol, even if I mint it, I might be looking for an exit around the 8 Sol range. But it just depends. It just depends.
Yeah. And I think when you start from the bottom, it's easier to avoid people panicking, because when you start like way too high, people start like panic selling, and the price starts to drop, and you have a waterfall of the price just dropping nonstop until it stabilizes at certain point, and then it starts going back up. But if you start from the bottom, it's easier to just avoid that, and you like Kleinsource. I mean, if you check the Kleinsource graph from like 25, I think it started climbing nonstop.
Dude, I'm looking at Wolf Capital's Discord. Their reactions aren't very high on their
No,
announcements.
I was checking the same thing.
What's the supply on this?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
10:02, 10 o'clock.
Why
Not
can't I
quite
find supply?
sure.
The supply
Let's see.
on this. Let me see what I can. Nope, I did my best. The first official links, but I mean, again, overall, the art I think is quite fine. I like pixelated art. You know, some people, you know, art is perception. You know, they will probably do well if they, you know, if they do keep going with the first gamified lending and lending analytics platform. I'm sure they're gonna do very well. This thing's probably gonna go maybe 10, 15 Solana once these things come out. I'm just saying, flipping wise, which is basically just the next 24 hours to a week. That is it. That is all.
7.5K supply. Sorry, I just
Oh
found it.
wow,
Huh.
that is high.
Interesting.
I,
Okay.
I might not mint this actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of on the risky side.
Oogie Almond. Oogie Almond. Maybe.
I think Oogie is a better play than Wolf Capital. I think
Yeah.
Oogie and Bastards,
Yeah.
Oogie, Bastards, and Heist.
Just want to say, even though we don't have utility for because Wolf Capital is supposed to have the utility based on venture capital, as we have seen on the past, but and even though the Vastas doesn't have utility, their mint price is like 2.8, I think,
Yeah.
which is much more friendly.
Oh, 2.8. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably mint that at 2.8. But yeah,
If
overall, I mean, go ahead.
if the Bastards mint goes well, do you guys think pilots will moon?
If the that's right, because the Bastards is on Soulport Tom's platform,
Oh,
correct?
yeah, it's
Exactly.
on graphite. Yeah,
Mhm.
I completely forgot about that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. I will
Yeah.
probably because
We've seen
they'll
it.
have to
We've
go
seen
through
it
that,
before. Yeah.
right? Which was
We've,
I think I forgot that the other project that did something similar to what Graphite and Bastards. What was it? Would it be? Would you say it would be the Gods and Utes when when you had to buy
mm,
dust for Utes? even though it's the same same brand, but I mean, I'm trying to put a different analogy here
Yeah. I've seen it
because
with
they had
Launch
dust.
Labs. Launch Labs had their own minting platform, and every single time a project did well, they did well. And once they started failing on on the mints, the price just crashed like crazy. So I would say there's a high, and there's one thing that I never thought about. We've seen mints before on graphite, but we never had the opportunity of buying an NFT that wasn't over 100 sold, because in the past when mints were on graphite, you could just buy either Thai robotics or I think Tayo infants, which were really expensive. And now we have Tayo pilots that are closer to the 10 to 20 soul range. So maybe they'll pump.
Could be, could be. We'll see what happens there. I
Yeah.
don't think I'll trade that momentum because it could fly
No.
either way.
Yeah, yeah.
But it should be interesting to watch. It should be interesting to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and something else is Bitcoin ordinals are, let's just say Charfer Monkey is giving this hint out that Magic Eden is probably going to do Bitcoin ordinals, which is basically Bitcoin NFTs. And we kind of we talked about this in the past, and there was a prediction. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was one of you guys or if it was me, but someone said that Magic Eden was going to have Bitcoin NFTs. And now it seems like it's coming true from what this looks like, because you have Charfer Monkey, who is the Magic Eden, what we call him? Is he the co-founder of Magic Eden,
I
or
think he's the head of partnerships.
head of partnerships?
I think he's also,
Well,
yeah, I think he's the head of partnerships
dev,
and he's one of the devs.
okay, biz dev and partnership Magic Eden. He came out with this thing right here, and basically Cozy said Magic Eden about to announce an Ordinals Marketplace, and then he basically puts out the sign Zorro. So this looks like it's gonna happen. It looks like they're actually
Yeah.
gonna announce something. I don't think he'd be playing around like this, because what's it called? That one project called Bonzies. They kind of played around. They made a huge pump, and then yeah, you already know what happened after that. But he wouldn't be doing something like this. He has a very big platform around him. He wouldn't be teasing something like this unless he's sure of
Yeah.
it. I think it's happening. What, Soul Investor, is this gonna be something you're gonna look forward to with Magic Eden doing Bitcoin NFTs or ordinals, or was it predictable?
Dude, I am so bullish on this. I mean, it was predictable. We saw as soon as Bitcoin ordinals come out, we saw Chafu Monkey changing his PFP to the Bitcoin ordinals before they even minted. So it was predictable. Although I think it was either you or Zircon who predicted it. It definitely wasn't me. But I will say that it's super bullish because I have a couple of friends who were super early to the whole Bitcoin ordinals thing, and a lot of trading was happening P2P. So there isn't like an established marketplace for these. I think Magic Eden, when they release this, I think it's going to be super bullish.
Zircon, do you, just by basically looking at how you played in Aptos back in the day and how I was in there, we were maxis for 1 week. Seeing this type of move with Charfer Monkey and Magic Eden, I mean, are you gonna be what do you think just by looking at this?
Aping on anything that has ordinals on the next like 2 months. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to. I mean, we managed to make some really decent profits on Aptos just by minting like 4 projects, and we're talking about Bitcoin. We're not talking about some I don't want to say random, but some new blockchain coming by. We're talking about Bitcoin. I mean, this is serious business, and I think if they if they do projects, if they build projects properly, this is gonna be interesting to be minting ordinals.
The thing is, what are these Bitcoin bandits, and what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a part of Magic Eden? Because this
Mm,
guy's completely rocking this thing for like the past month,
yeah,
and I just maybe there might be
maybe.
some involvement.
Yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe it's the high card for Bitcoin Ordinals. These Bitcoin bandits, like Magic Eden is gonna play it so that Bitcoin bandits become the like the trendy or the beginning of the trend of the Bitcoin Ordinals
Yeah.
through Bitcoin bandits.
Yeah, we'll find out sure enough on what all that means. Guessing probably in a week or so. These things moving fast. These news is happen so quick within days or weeks. All right, so Soul Investor, we have the chart here on what's happening with the NFT ecosystem in Solana. Last week we basically everything was green, and now we have half and half right now. Half projects in red, half the projects in green. Solana back up at 21 from I think we saw it was probably the same the last time we talked. Then SVB happened in 3 days. It went down to $16 and it's back up to the same price. So it's almost like nothing happened in a way. What project are you basically digging right now, or if any?
Dude, this is going to sound strange, but I'm going to say none. So how I'm playing this market is it's a tough one. I'm not really going to be playing much of secondary per se. I think the play right now is jump on hype mints, flip those, trade those. I'm going to be trading them. In terms of like for example, I think bastards, if they're sitting at like 7 soul, I might trade those up to maybe 10 or whatever. Just depending on how those play out. But other than that, I'm just going to be playing off announcement hypes. But I'm not really looking to buy and hold anything. I mean, the FMC is in 8 days. So different strategy, going for more of the trading strategy. I think it's minting season. I'm going to be playing that, playing off announcement types. Basically, that's it. Not going to complicate it.
Yeah, I like that. I like the perspective there. It's something to throw out there. Is mint season. We haven't seen that in a while. I think the last time we went through that was let's see,
Cleanosaurus.
Cleanosaurus. Yeah, it's been a while. Zircon, is there? Are you in the same boat mid season? Are you seeing Solana summer? Are you seeing
Mm,
NFTs? Sol went up,
uh,
so more than likely
yeah.
NFTs are gonna go down.
Yeah, most likely. I always like to think that in these like periods of time in which Solana starts pumping a little bit, you have the opportunity to start like flipping again for short periods of time with announcements and stuff. So investors said, but I don't think much has changed. Even Solana is pumping, at least not for now. Maybe in a couple of months, if we see like everything keeping some traction, maybe we could start thinking on Solana Summer. But I think it's gonna be just this minting season for some days, for this like 2 3 days, and then we'll have to see how everything starts moving. I don't have any projects other than these three Oogies, Bastards, and Wolf Capital for like the next 15 days. So I keep my mind on the same things. Like anything has changed for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so my main thing right now is Solana has gone up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this and see if Solana's gonna stay at $21. I do think that this could potentially go back to $19, but I'm just gonna observe the NFT market and see how they're gonna react to Solana at this price. If we're gonna see more red, I think more than likely probably if Solana does stay in this price, we're gonna see probably 75% of these projects here in the red as they keep bleeding out for the next week or 2 weeks, and then I'll probably start looking into NFTs at that time. And as speaking of the FOMC, that's going to be another interesting one. Like what you said, Soul Investor, we have that meeting that's going to come out about the 25 basis point talk. I don't know where that's going to head to, but I definitely think that 50 basis points is no longer the subject anymore. And 25 basis point just seems to be probably in the air. So we'll see how that plays out within the next 2 weeks. And I just I'm just gonna play it by ear right now. Mint season is near, as what you said. I think the only thing I'm probably gonna look at is the Bastards and Oogy. So there you go. That's my perception there on what I'm gonna do personally, in my opinion. And we'll go from there. Now, any other things you guys want to basically say in the last final call in our roundup today? Go ahead, Soul Investor.
Hey, look, congratulations to Claynosaurus for killing it. Congratulations to the Claynosaurus Twitter intern. I doubt he or she is an intern anymore after after the major pump we've seen. So shout out to them for keeping the space alive. Other than that, I still think the market is risky. Whether you bought in when I bought in at 21, I'm willing to pull out of the market anytime. Or if you're trading NFTs, just be careful. Just be careful and keep an eye out on the FMC meeting. A macro outlook is always beneficial in anyone's trading.
Some good words right there. And I'm glad you brought up Claynosaurus, because they literally, without them, I don't know where we'll be with Solana. They definitely brought a different picture, different world into the ecosystem, and just it's so good to see. They did come out with this news right here. It's almost time. Let's make magic happen. The clay and the attributes, the traits, or whatever they're gonna do on the dinos is gonna be probably really different, and we're all here for it to observe how this is gonna play out for the Solana ecosystem. Zircon, what do you have in mind as far as your finals before we head out?
Other than adding to Claynosaurus that we have been talking for the last like 3 weeks nonstop, and every single time we talk about Claynosaurus, they are going higher and higher and improving and getting better on communication. So congratulations to them. They are doing an awesome job. One of the things I always criticize of most of the projects is the lack of communication and the lack of interaction with their communities. It's like, I always like to think like they focus too much on the mint, and once the mint is over, they start like relaxing a little bit. And I think that's the time where projects need to work even harder, because you achieve the mint and a sold out that is really hard, and that's where you begin your journey as a project. So congratulations to Claynosaurus. They are working really, really hard, and I think their working and their hard working is being seen on the price and on the interaction on Twitter, because people love them. Yeah, I wouldn't be like really, really looking forward to trade much. I would just trade like things I think are worth it, or that are safer, to say something, like the Bastards or even Oogy. I wouldn't trade Wolf Capital. I don't want to roast them, but after all we said, I wouldn't trade them. I'm not whitelisted, and I'm not gonna trade unless they drop like really hard. I'm not gonna trade them. Just the same as all investor. Be careful. Take a break if you need it. There's no need to rush. We are on a long run here. You're not gonna become a millionaire or rich from the night to the morning. So just take your time and make your trades safely.
Yeah, there's one thing that I forgot to bring up is Hadeswap. I have this on Twitter. Sometimes I have some things on Twitter and we don't mention it. So I was like, oh God, I forgot to mention this one. But Well, they came out with Project Midas. It's called the first NFT backed stablecoin. This is gonna be very different from what we've seen in Solana. This came out right after the SVB situation, and it's basically like a stable coin, except it's gonna be around NFTs, which is quite strange. I've never seen that before. I'm actually quite interested but scared.
Same here.
So I don't know how this is gonna play out, man. I'm not a tokenomics guy. I'm sure these guys know what they're doing, and they know how to make this thing work. But am I gonna touch it? I have my ABC, but I don't think I'm gonna go use it or do anything around it until it's really it's actually usable at some point. If it's probably gonna be years from now. Have you guys seen this news? It's
Uh,
interesting.
oh man, look, I have a degree in economics, so I do have an idea on how tokenomics work. But look, I'm going to say this. All right, congrats to Hadeswap, congrats to HGE for trying new things, and succeed or fail. I always believe innovation's important, and that's always going to be my stance. But I will not touch the stablecoin, and that's because NFTs are too volatile to back a stablecoin. It's too volatile, and that's my that's my view on that. Uh, I'm not touching it, but shout out to HG for trying some new shit.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think that was brought up quite well in how you explain it compared to me, because it's great stuff. At the same time, a lot of risk, and I think HG is he brings that out well. He also brings out, he tweets it out like, "Hey, this is very risky. We're trying something new. Here you go."
No,
So,
fair play,
Zerk,
fair
I
play.
mean, have you seen this?
Yeah, I'm not a tokenomics guy, but after seeing what happened to the Terra Luna and after seeing USDC depegging this weekend, I wouldn't touch an stablecoin based on NFTs.
So
I'm no
I was part
expert,
of Terra
but
Luna. I was part of Terra Luna. I went through that whole phase. It was insane. Uh, but so
Oh
I
wait,
guess
wait,
we're all
before
in agreement.
Phil, sorry. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were gonna close the space. And I was gonna bring up Lunar.
Oh, I mean, you can bring it up. I have stories, but yeah, I mean, we're all kind of on the same page. Like, this is very risky. That's the news. That's there right now. Even they say it as well, and we'll see how it plays out. But innovative. We'll see how it plays
Yeah.
out. Soul Investor, you got
Mhm.
something.
Yeah. Apparently, there's some sort of proposal out there for HDAO to buy Lunar. Uh, oh man, dude, like we were bullish at Luna at one point. I got out of the project. I know you were DCing into it. I'm not sure if you're out of the project yet, but apologies. I do need to fud it a little bit. So they've put out this proposal for HDAO to buy Lunar. To me, oh man, that's just rough. That is just rough. It just signifies to me that look, this project isn't doing well. It hasn't been doing well behind the scenes, and now the owner of it, who's also the co-founder of OpenDAO, he wants to get rid of the project, and he's hoping that HDAO will pick it up for him. Uh, that's sort of my view on this project at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that whole so I guess to basically just a quick rundown. Luna came out. They got this whole 12 zodiac system. They're gonna bring NFTs to the Asian world, expand it more. Just small things here and there. They got the Luna token, and they came out with this proposal for Hadeswap, basically buying them out, from what I understood.
yeah.
And I don't know if it's gonna happen, or if there was news that it they got blocked or what, or if it's still going. But I am just I'm still just observing it. It doesn't seem like the market's reacting well to the whole news, to what's happening right now. But I'm still holding my Lunars, and I am going to hold
Conviction.
it until I know why are you looking like that, Sylvester? But but I bought into the founder. He's about to open DAO, and I'm giving him a chance in what he's building out. And if there is a point where I feel like, I got to get out, then I'll get out. So, I mean, very risky stuff. Very risky. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I'm still waiting. And I'm going to see what the next steps are in this whole project.
I will say this: if I ever start an NFT project, I want holders like you.
We'll
it's
see.
monkeys all over again.
Yeah, we've been on this for like 3 months, I think 4 months.
The commitment.
The commitment. or the slow rug that you're slowly observing.
Yeah.
Dude,
One or the other.
This is the difference between Phil and I. Like, if I buy into a project and it dips by 0.2 Sol, you best believe I've already sold out of that project.
Yeah.
But Phil's conviction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like toys are like, when I sold toy, I'm like, all right, I'm out. Even though I forgot to sell it right now because I thought I sold it. It's still in my wallet. I found out. I thought I sold it. So,
dude, I am done with that project.
I am done with it too. I got some.
I left the Discord. I removed it from my watch list. Heck, I even left the Anybody's Discord. I just left everything.
That was your subconscious feel, not letting you sell the Toy R Us.
Well, I mean, to my point, there was tiles. We sold off tiles pilots at the right moment.
Mhm.
We sold off Klanos at the right moment. Bought it back in. There was a lot of good trades. There was Kikiverse,
Kiki,
but there was bad ones. Experiments.
Experiments. Experiments was a really good one. You bought like at 0.5.
I still have them. I sold like 2 of them, but I kept buying back in more, and I still think they're gonna probably do quite well in some point in the next, hopefully maybe in 2 months or so, if we do get back into a good market. But yeah, I'm gonna sell those out.
I actually think it's going to do well in the next few weeks. Maybe 3 to 6 weeks. I think they're going to pump. I'm just waiting for that FOMC to pass, and then I'm going to buy in.
Yeah. So it's just been a crazy ride. But we'll for sure find out on Lunar where this thing's going in 6 months.
To be fair, you've only made 2 mistakes in the entire NFT market over the past 4 months. The only 2 mistakes you've made is Lunar and Bonksy.
Bonksies, I would say mistake. Lunar, I still don't call it that. I still have my.
You won't let it go.
You won't let it go.
I'm still watching some things. I'm still gonna see what Dino's gonna make and go from there. 2 months, 2 months, 3 months, maybe something.
If tomorrow Lunar deletes their Twitter, Phil still's gonna think that it's gonna be a comeback.
Yeah, he'll be unless they delete their Twitter. I'm still bullish.
So we will for sure see where this thing is going in the next 2 months, and I swear I will make a decision at that point. So,
all right, I'll hold you to that. Dude, Phil's watch list still has Rakudos in it. Like, that project has, like, they've even released a statement saying we're out of this market.
Oh yeah, they did, huh? I didn't even know it was there. Where is it at? I can't even find it. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
I
Phil,
need to definitely
we
check
gotta
that out.
have your watch list.
Yeah. There, I
Barracudas.
mean, even
Wow.
entrepreneurs, I think that should already beat
Yeah.
out too, 'cause that
Yeah.
completely went through
The
its
art.
horrible
I'm
software.
not gonna talk about the art. I'm not
Yeah.
even waste my time talking about the art on entrepreneurs.
Oh man,
No,
Zircon
no,
is
no.
harsh.
Dude, that was the biggest mint in the whole in the whole ecosystem 2 months ago.
I don't want to be harsh on them, but their platform is. I'm not gonna again. I'm not gonna roast them, but I will say it's not the best. And their art. I mean, what can I even say about it?
To be fair, we
Yeah.
all flipped, so we
I
did
missed
earn some money from it. Oh,
Yeah, I
except for
missed it.
Phil.
yeah, I missed the mint. I had it,
I
but I
did.
missed it.
Yeah, I got whitelist and I got purge, so I didn't mean it either.
All right, so
Uh,
that is everything we have for Value Vibe. Again, make sure you mint the like button if you want to see more. It keeps us going for the algorithm. Subscribe, comment below anything you want us to talk about as well. As always, we love doing this. We love talking to you. And we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays around this time. Join our Discord. We will talk there. We'll joke around, do whatever in Discord. And we also go live on our personal channels Monday, Wednesdays,
Yeah.
Friday, at some point with Zircon and myself. And maybe one day Soul Investor. But always much love and